Let's talk about these smartwatches. Fitbits, Garments, Samsung, Apple Watches. Everyone got one strapped to their wrist like Ben 10, tracking every move. But are they really as accurate as we think? And more importantly, are you making training decisions based on numbers that might be misleading? Let's break down what's legit, what's questionable, and how to actually use these tools to level up your performance. Keep in mind, this is for informational purposes only. I am certified, but everybody's situation is different, so do your own research. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying your Fitbit is useless. These watches do a solid job at certain things, but there are also some numbers you can't or shouldn't trust blindly. So let's separate fact from fiction, starting with the good. First, step count, probably the most reliable feature. If all you need is a general idea of how much you're moving, it's solid. Next up, heart rate monitoring. Now, at rest or doing steady state cardio, most watches are decently accurate within 5 to 10 beats per minute. Also, heart rate variation tracking on some of these watches get it right, but I wouldn't make big training decisions based on it, especially advanced features like cardio load and exercise readiness. Even though these features can be helpful, they're mostly inaccurate if not paired with other tools to help inform decisions. And sleep tracking. It can detect when you fall asleep and wake up pretty accurate, but it's not as precise when breaking down the different stages of sleep. Still, it's useful for spotting trends. Got thrown out by the horn. Anyway, we keep it going. All right. Now, let's talk about the stuff that's, well, hit or miss. Calories burnt. This one is tricky. These watches estimate calories based off heart rate and movement, but they can be way off, sometimes by hundreds of calories per day. If you're eating or training based purely on that number, you might be setting yourself up for failure. Oxygen saturation and stress levels. Again, interesting data, but not something to assess over unless you have medical grade equipment to compare it to. So, how do we make these devices work for us without falling into the trap of bad data? One, use trends over individual readings. Your heart rate might not be perfect today, but if it's consistently lowering over time with training, that's progression. And for calories burnt, don't rely on just the number. Instead, track your actual progress. If your goal is fat loss, measure your body composition, how your clothes fit, and your energy levels. Calories out is always an estimate. Third, use heart rate zones smartly. Instead of trusting exact numbers, use your breathing and effort level as confirmation. If your watch says you're in a fat burning zone, but you're barely breathing hard, yeah, don't trust it. Look, tech is amazing, and understanding how to interpret that data only enhances how we train. We turn ordinary people into athletes and athletes into extraordinary. Remember, don't allow these devices to become a stumbling block. Listening to your body and learning your limits is what make this adventure priceless. So take what's useful, leave what's not, and keep pushing forward. In the comments, let me know your experience with tracking your progression. All right, let's go put in work.